When we had last left Team Bald, it had all come down to this. All the Netherstones were assembled. They had met with Gortash down at the Morphic Pool, ready to confront the Elder Brain and that wore the crown of Karsus. But while there, they had discovered it got really big and had morphed into a new type of brain. That's right, a Netherbrain. And it was so pissed, they entered its mind palace and it was making fun of them. And it one-shot Gortash. Good thing it didn't one-shot them for whatever reason. Why it did that? Who could say? I guess it was out of respect because they were the Dark Urge and they had a little bit of a history together. Nonetheless, they found themselves in quite the pickle and had to call upon what few allies they had because they had killed so many other people. Now it was time to go save the world, end the world. It was time to kill. This is Baldur's Gate 3. Welcome back. Let's unhide that. There we are. And I think we're ready and raring to go now. Yeah, I think we're good. Anything we should take here? If I steal, what happens here, by the way? If I just steal.
You were seen stealing. Resolving this peacefully will require more caution than you displayed in getting caught.
I will deny the accusation.
Nothing you carry can incriminate you. The matter is settled.
What? Okay. I mean, what what would they do? Would they can't send me to jail. All right, well, fuck it. Let's get out of here. I'm a little worried to do it on a honor mode run, which, you know, we're not really on honor mode, but we are holistically. Okay. So where do we need to travel to? Up this way, yeah. Right, and then the dudes run down. They're like, no, it's bad. And there's like a shitload of enemies up here.
Overhead. Stay low.
Hello. Should we be careful with this fire here? There we go. Okay. Oh, they didn't come running? Oh, no, there they are.
Fall back.
I thought maybe something different went down.
Matthew!
Not Matthew.
We have to keep running.
He's got such a real-life ass name. What's happening here? You're running the wrong way. Is this how the City Watch valiantly defends its home? You're running the wrong way.
Mind flare. Mind flare. It's over.
There's a glimmer of something beyond his words, but in a moment it's gone, consumed with fear.
One last run, then we're clear.
Okay. Last time we were able to persuade them, but we failed to check there. Okay, how do we want to handle this? We probably want to get the high ground, if at all possible. Oh, we could go through the damn cracked wall. Yeah, then we'd be near a door. Interesting. I don't think we can jump up that high, though. Mistress of Souls. Maybe we just go around the side and we'll try and interact with the cracked wall. I don't remember if we get inside by way of doing that. I do remember there being a shitload of enemies to fight there. Don't these folks, like, transform? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Orpheus, can you use your own black hole? We can just keep doing it, right? Pulls in all nearby enemies and possibly slows. Yeah. Let's try and yoink them over here, maybe? Well, no, let's not. Yoink them over this way. Great. Holy shit. It looked like it did 1,000+ damage, but it didn't. It looked like... Why did it look like it did 4 digits? Just something to do with the positioning, I guess. Okay. And then we could do it again. Should we do it again? Do we have any other type of damage that's higher grade? Potent concentrated blast. Extract the brain. But I don't think we can extract them, yeah, because they're not stunned or unconscious. Okay. Mind Sanctuary. I think we just do Black Hole again. Got him. Okay. Really, we should have probably had Astarion try to finish them off to... Or no, Lae'zel. That way we could build Scarlet Remittance. Now that I think of it. Okay, so this isn't normally crackable. Oh, you fit through, I see. Okay. Sure. We could also jump along there, but I don't know about that.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I mean, we could fly almost everyone. Oh, you know what? We got potions of fly. Maybe we do that. Yeah, maybe we get everyone to fly up there. Okay. Let's split up the party. Potion of flying. Cool. And then... Wait, what? There we go. Fly. Oh yeah, if we fly up here, we're safe. There's no way they'll notice. Cool. Is he still in stealth? Yeah. Okay.
Still in shadow.
Now let's have Lae'zel fly up there. Okay, lovely.
Best thing ahead, or I'm lost.
And then we'll also fly up. We need to be careful about the flight pathing as well.
Quietly.
Right? As we have learned. Seems good. Okay. What is this up here? Alchemist's Fire.
Time for a little dip.
Pick it up. Got some arrows for Lae'zel. Okay. Who is the biggest threat up here? Mistress of Souls? No. This one that can see invis, maybe? It might actually just be Mistress of Souls. Okay. I guess we head down.
Stepping softly.
And we'll do a sneak attack over here. Okay. Go for you.
From the shadows.
Maybe he'll one-shot her. nope. Okay. Let's see then. Bunch of gobos over there. Okay. We could maybe wipe out all the gobos with the, what do you call it, attack? A black hole. Can I split Orpheus from me? No. Okay, let's just fly straight shot right over here. And then black hole. Let's try and get maximum AoE potential. There we are. Oh, fuck. Hey, it worked anyway. Amazing. Okay.
I can't waste any more time.
And then, let's see, who has next in the turn order? Over here, these ones. I see. Okay.
Staying out of sight.
How much range does Lae'zel have here? A pretty substantial amount, actually. Okay.
Let's have some
Can Astarion finish this person off, though? I don't think so. We could just do a vampire bite, get him happy. Yeah, that's probably the move. There we go. Good.
Keeping low.
Okay.
Silent. Lethal.
And then let's have Minthara come down this way. And she might be able to finish this person off. That might be doable.
Sleep now. Forever.
Oh fuck, she's still wielding the damn Orphic hammer. She's still wielding it. Okay, well that's not good. Alright, well, good thing we have this here. Let's see, what else could she do? Could fly over here. Can she though? Okay, there we are. Okay, and we'll lay down a little bit of a smackdown. Do I want to smite here? Probably not yet. We'll hold off on it. Let's see. What else should we do? I think we're good.
Keeping low.
Let's get Lae'zel readied. Have her fire away as well. Should we go for the Winged Horror first? I think so. I think that's the move. Yeah. Get the one further out. Right. Finish it off. And we'll go for you next. Oh, you're outside normal range. It doesn't look like it though, huh? Yeah, look at that. It looks like they're well within normal range. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can have her go down. Okay. 65%. Not great. Yeah, let's toggle that. Can we get Astarion closer to this person, though? Not close enough.
Let's go.
Yeah, not close enough to get the murder aura. Just barely, I
Time to
guess.
strike.
Okay, we'll have her attack. Unless there's like someone else around here we should try and hit. I think that's good. Okay. And then, anything else we want to do? We could action surge. We could do that. Do I want to do it right here, right now, though? I don't think so. We'll hold.
My victims await.
Waiting with
And
bated
then my
breath.
character. Let's see. How is this Illithid doing over this way? We are in combat with them, right? Yeah.
Let's not get caught off guard.
Okay.
Best be on
Let's
my way.
slunk down over here. Great. Sure, and let's see, can I reach you from here? Target is too far. Still. Very unfortunate. But understandable. Let's try and eke forward just a bit. There we go. It works. Unfortunately, you have fire shield. Oh no, fire shield is cold resist. Okay. Sure. Well, that's fine then. Let me just fire away here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can get one of these other dinguses down here too. Or we could go for this Inquisitor right next to it. Yeah, let's get the Inquisitor right... no. Over there. Our hit chance ain't great. Cool. And then I've also got Stunning Gaze, which I may want to use. Yeah, let's try and use that and build it up. Cool. Good, good, good. Critical hit attack roll requirement is reduced by 2. This effect can stack. What does that even mean? How does it stack? If I do Stunning Gaze? Oh, no, I see. I see what it means. Okay. Okay, never mind. I see what it means. It means it's stacking with everything else. Sure. Okay, well. Let's get the damn bird over here. Over this way. Cool. And we'll have you rend vision. Great. And then also fly over next to Orpheus.
Ready for battle.
Okay. And let's buff up Astarion with this. That way he can move a little bit further. Oh, you know, we should have used that earlier. Right? That was a misplay.
Yes, here.
Okay.
Let me strike.
Can't even catch my breath.
Good. And then, where do I want to hang out at? Could go over by Orpheus. Might be good. Try and break LOS a little bit. There is this asshole, though. Okay. And then this person. Could try and push you. Which I think is maybe the move to try and shove them off of here. Is that enough to shove them far out there? Perhaps? Or should I just do another black hole? Yeah, the black hole looks like it will definitely work. Yeah, let's do another black hole, because we can actually get 2 of them. Amazing. And reduce risk to our casters and stuff. Nice. Great. Okay. And then let's have
Victory awaits.
Lae'zel go around. Can you actually hit this asshole from back over that way? I guess at the very least we should probably get this Inquisitor. Though we could also go for these down below. Yeah, let's have Astarion go for this Inquisitor. Okay. And then let's see. Let's have Lae'zel move over and try and do a shot right there. Is there a way in which we can get a better angle? I don't think so. That's probably it. Can Astarion get down without getting fucked up? I don't know that he can. Yeah, I think he's just always going to take fall damage trying to get down there. That's fine, though.
Another fight. Let's go.
Path interrupted. Not ideal. Could try and fly over here. Work an angle with Orpheus, perhaps. We do have an angle over here. Okay.
Swift and lethal.
Though I think I'd rather attack with Lae'zel. Okay. Go for this person. Wonderful. We got rank 2 Scarlet Remittance.
Fresh orders.
And then Minthara could go down there by way of flying. Though she maybe would be better served by flying over there. Right? Let's try and give her some extra move speed and see if she can get over that way. She can. Okay. Well, let's engage this person trying to escape. Adept of the Absolute. Okay. Did we break through Death Ward? I don't think we did. Yeah. we got within 1 HP of it.
The dance macabre.
Okay. And then, what can we do with Astarion? I mean, I guess we could go down the ladder here. Though we might want to just be careful.
I will ascend.
Let's have Lae'zel move with Astarion.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Okay. Can I get the bird down there to attack this person? Oh, man. Not quite. Okay.
Time to push my luck
Where am I
again.
at? I'm over here. Could just fire off some beams here. It's probably the play. Oh, this will provoke attack of opportunity? Oh, we have to go down below to do it. Oh. Okay. Well, let me just fly then. Not enough move speed. Oh, I've already flown. I see. How is it that I've already moved? I forgot. Am I stupid? Okay, well then I guess we'll just go for this person. They're out of range of my hex. I would love to hex them. But it's not going to happen. Can I hex through the ground? No. Who am I provoking opportunity off of? Yeah, how does that provoke opportunity? That's so weird. Okay. We're just gonna lay into this person a little bit. Cool. Prone them. Okay.
There's blood in the air.
I am worried about pulling another group, but we'll see. Okay, what are you doing? This is the proned one. They're dashing, okay. Fair enough. And then, let's see, let's fly down here. And what's a good attack that we have? Force tunnel. Extract brain. Can I actually AoE the two of these? I can't. Okay. Psionic overload. Stage fright. Cull the Weak. I'm surprised Cull the Weak didn't proc. Well, no, because it was Minthara who did it. Never mind. Well, doesn't she have Cull the Weak? Yeah, doesn't Minthara have Cull the Weak? Huh. Okay. Sure. I guess we'll do a Mind Blast. Does Mind Blast only affect enemies? Targets. So it might do friends. We'll do single target over here. Cool. And then I'm just going to black hole over here. Gotcha. Maybe we should have done the inverse. Well, no, if we got the stun off, that would have been nice. Then have Orpheus fly back over. Okay. Let's try and have Lae'zel get the kill shot. Is that possible? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Okay.
Let's turn someone inside out.
We'll have Astarion do it, maybe? Nope.
Blood comes easy.
Maybe
these
me.
days.
Done.
Not quite good enough.
Victory awaits.
Okay. Maybe we can use Ray of Fire? No, she still has no good line of sight. Okay. We can try and hit them with one of these. How is it that we don't have a... Okay, there we go. I was about to say, how did we not have a ranged attack? We don't have advantage, I see. Here we go.
That That was close. No doubt there'll be others.
Okay, there's a bunch over here, of course.
This way.
Get everyone over here.
Assume nothing.
And let's equip her actual weapon. There we are. I mean, the Defender Flail wouldn't be half bad. Part of me is like, maybe I should have it. I don't know. Nah. We'll run with Devotees. Just in case we need the healing.
Yes. Blacketh's will be done.
Let's run Lae'zel over.
Proceeding.
And let's get Minthara up top. Why does she have access to fly? Transmutation spell. Did we equip something? Oh, right, the armor.
Is that blood?
Okay.
Never mind.
Good.
Shall
And
we?
then...
Still careful.
How do we want to do this? Smoke powder barrel. And try and blow up the ogre. Who is actually only level 4, but... Fuck it. Have him re-enter stealth there. Okay. Here they all come. It's fine though. Are they making the moves? No, okay, they've all done it. Okay, so let's black hole them. Cool.
Time for bitter business. The light would fear to shine on.
And then we've already got, yeah, we got all of them except for the mind flayers dealt with. Oh, and this Inquisitor. Okay. Who still has the most HP? This Inquisitor. Let's use this as an opportunity to have Hex up. Target is too far. Okay, well that's fine. We can inch forward a bit here. Nope, still too far.
I'm ready.
Okay. Well, the fire on the ground does complicate things a bit.
Fury. I am death.
Let's do bursting arrow. Okay, and another one here. Cool.
I've missed this. Over here.
And let's see about moving my character up now. Yeah, because you're facing the other way. I can stealth up a lot closer.
Should mind my step.
Okay.
Victory awaits.
Let's do shadow arrow. Nope. We pulled some more. Okay, there we go. Oh, fuck, it was a critical miss. Fuck. Okay.
For a cull.
Let's see. Can we get a bead on any of these fools? Not really. Not in a good way. Okay. We still have Minthara left. Who might be as good of a candidate as any to just fly over here and fuck with this dude. Yeah, let's do that. Since I don't want to put her in the fire itself. Okay, and then self-buff with this before we strike. Tried to Tadpole Charmer as a reaction, but did not succeed. I'll do a little smite. Oh, it wasn't quite enough. Was hoping it would be a kill. Okay.
Time to strike.
I guess we'll just move forward.
Make way.
And let's see with Astarion. How do we want to try and get this person? We could try and do a little dip.
They'll feel this.
We still don't have advantage, though. And hamstring, I guess. Fuck it. Why not? Okay. Let's see what you do. Arrow of Interference broke concentration for me. Can try to charm you, though. Okay. Oh, check it out. Minthara's damage absorption didn't work on all of us. Yeah, in fact, what's going on? All of our buffs are gone. I didn't even notice. Oh, yeah, because we had to rebuff our what do you call it? When we zoned into here, our potions, our elixirs. Yeah, something happened. I don't know what, but something happened. Okay, so we did actually aggro the spectator and stuff over there. That's fine, though. Let's throw a nebulous black hole down this way. This might get them. Yeah, good stuff.
Still breathing,
Okay.
despite everything.
And then, for you, I guess I will just... Should I just blast? Do a 3-fer? Why not? Didn't quite kill them. Knocked them, but not a kill. Okay, and then let's have Orpheus fly over here and we can launch another black hole over there toward that bunch. I think we should be able to launch it over there. Can we? Ooh, not quite. Oh no, we can just barely reach them all. Okay, well, let's do it. Oh, you're going to have to move down, I see. Okay. Intertactical. We could potentially get them all. Maybe? No, not quite. Okay. Still, that's not bad. Should kill the gobbos. Oh, right. This is a spectator. It has legendary actions, of course. Calling reinforcements. Okay. Sure. Have Lae'zel come up here. Actually, you know what? We'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom real quick. Apologies. Alright, we are back. Sorry about that. Let's see. We need to somehow shoot somebody. I guess we could get this fool. Okay. We just have these two. I don't relish the idea of not spending our turn, really, but I mean, what else can we do?
Time for a cull.
Okay. Let's see. Is there some way we can shut down the spectator here? Possibly stun would be nice. We could also pull it closer. That would also be very nice. Well, there's a bunch of gobos up there as well. Okay. What was our other ability that had like a high, potent concentrated blast? Okay. But that doesn't come with a stun chance. Maybe we just pull it closer. Maybe that's the move. Let's try that. Okay. It really does not move very far at all. Let's be clear about that. Okay.
I will ascend. Unleash me.
About Minthara. Are you in combat? You sure are. You fly over here. I know you can't quite get over to the enemy, but you could maybe get over to Lae'zel. Buff her movement.
I am fury. I am death. Taking position.
Okay, great. Let's try and blind it. That would obviously be very useful. Great, it worked. Okay, and we'll plink away. Cool. They die so violently and then just ragdoll at the end. Okay. And then for you, can we black hole this one over? Yeah, we can. The fold might be enough to kill it. I don't know. It was.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Do they have any good loot? Frosted Ear? Ogre? I guess we'll do a short rest. Should we do a short rest?
Can't slow down.
Maybe we'll hold off.
A knife in the dark. What's in it?
Okay, have you got anything good? Severed Eye. Memory Brain Jar. Which there's no way we could use that. Okay. We'll roll up here to the main area. Oh, they have healing pots. Okay. Sure. I'll drink some. Why not? Can I drink it as Orpheus as well? Should be able to. Yeah. Can I drink an elixir as Orpheus? What would I even want, though? Yeah, it looks like I can. Do we have the crit bonus? We don't. What's fucking good? Maybe heroism. Guileful movement. That might be useful so we don't get CC'd. That could be good. Help resist. What elixirs have we got? Viciousness, see and viz, dark vision. What would be good for you? Maybe vigilance. Yeah, maybe it's actually vigilance. There we go. Because Orpheus's turn order was quite low. Yeah. Okay. You got an inventory, but I can't really check it.
Bit of caution never hurt. Don't waste
I bet
a
you
step.
could pickpocket to access it, though. If you really wanted to. Seems a bit much, though. Are there enemies around here that will hear us buff? No. Good. Well, let's do exactly that. Hexed weapon, permanent, sure. I think we don't need this, but I'm just gonna do it just in case because I'm scared. Okay. Do see and viz. Let's have a Starian, do Long Strider. Oops, wrong one. Okay. And what else? Right, warding bond. Should we put it on Orpheus too? I guess so.
This is beneath.
And let's swap you to melee and do magic weapon. Great. And I think that's everything? Oh no, we need light. Though I don't think that's really going to come into play here. Right?
Alright.
Okay, I think that's everything. Now this is the run area, no? Right before the big super showdown. So we'll really only have this combat and then the big final area. So we should short rest here.
One later. These boots have seen everything. Looks like part of the Netherbrain, but we'll need to be higher up to climb it.
Okay. I don't think I've gone the right side. How was that? Looks maybe a little fucking difficult for normal people. Oh, you knocked this thing over? Maybe I did go on the right side before then. Okay. Sure. Didn't I go on the left last time? Or did I do both? You know what? Now I don't remember. we'll go the right side. Fuck it. Big head. Oh, here we go. It's a good fucking thing we buffed up with Longstrider before this.
I need to get to the brain. Now.
Okay.
Let's have some fun.
Let's see, how do we want to do this? Maybe we fly Minthara over? Oh, you fly around this way. Okay. Immediately in combat. Sure. Very well.
On your command.
Okay, and this thing is... Oh, it's not really... It doesn't really have any weaknesses. Sure. Okay. How do we want to do this? Let's buff her up. And we should fly everywhere. Cool. And then do I want to go up here? I do. Because there's actually two assholes up here. Invoker and what are you? Black Gauntlet of Bane. We'll have her engaged to level 12. Oh. The fuck? What the fuck? She doesn't want to fly up there? Yeah, what the fuck is this? Okay, go behind them. Okay, well that works. Let us thwop them. We may as well smite. Can I fly to their other side now? No. What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, well, that's fine. I will go over here. And can Orpheus's black hole damage the crumbling statue as well? That's something worth considering. I don't think so. There's a way in which I can fling, yep, all of them. Maybe. Not quite. Okay. Cool. Took that one out.
Swift and lethal.
Let's have Lae'zel jump the rubble.
Best interest.
Now, where's the targeting reticle? Oh, there it is. Okay. Couldn't see it before. Which means Orpheus is right smack dab in the middle of that shit, which is not great.
Ascend.
Okay. We have to manually attack this. That's fine, though. We'll go for the Invoker.
This is your end.
Good. Where's this thing at? Ah. Okay.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Okay. Have you dash. Do a jump. Okay, and then... I guess we just hold there for now. Because I think that's the reticle right there. Yeah. I won't try to go through this turn. Unless, does Minthara still have her speed buff? No. Okay. Sure, I mean I could fly over here, get her a little bit closer.
The dance macabre.
Okay.
I am fury. I am death.
And then for Lae'zel, we probably should pull back a bit. Avoid that first reticle. We'll just have Orpheus fly up.
Well, so much for peace.
And then I can shoot this thing. Oh. Okay. Right, medium toughness. Okay, okay. Over here. Great. Yeah, it has no weakness, but it is interactable. So I'm assuming that if we interact with it, we'll be good. Can have Orpheus get closer to Minthara here. Good. He still has his monk resource, but I don't think he has any way to expend it. No? I just noticed. Okay, let's get the bird flying over. We're all outside of the reticles. I wonder how much damage that does. 20? 36? Yeah, it looks like it's split in between force and fire. So probably about 60. Oh yeah, it poops out little dudes. What an awful noise. Engorged burst. Not ideal. They can just immediately go. That's not great. Okay. Now if I interact with this... Oh, it's a strength check. I see. Alright. Well, we may want Minthara back here for that. Okay. I'm going to blast the hell out of you. I think. Unless Orpheus can accomplish something. That might be the case. Try and do some AoE here. Good. Yeah, we should be able to kill it. Another black hole. The nebulous black hole is just so powerful. It's just like regular black hole that you can use all the fucking time. Isn't it like if you get one party member up to the damn door, it's mission success? Yeah, what happens if I just click here? Cannot find path? Okay, fair enough. But I can just barely click right here. Okay. Do we win? Do we all get up here? There we go. That bit is so less intimidating when you know exactly how it works, right?
Persistence. You have
Okay, yeah, everyone is here. Good.
Nothing hurts anymore.
And thus,
Action, not reaction.
we should all rest up.
Who's next?
Okay. Let's do a regular short rest.
We are rested enough.
And we don't have access to the fun little... Yeah, is this where it was? It's just like completely deflated. What do we have in this? Oh, we get another one of these. Okay. That's handy. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to get everybody healed up. Oh, you actually do have Flurry of Blows. Huh. Probably not really much of a point in doing it. You could double Black Hole.
Let's move.
Okay, so we want Angelic Reprieve. Oh no, we don't. We want Slumber. There we are. I'm just curious how it works. Okay. Sure. Let's see.
Everywhere.
We may as well buff up our weird shit immediately.
Nuggets will be done.
Let's see. How about... How about we give Elemental Weapon Lightning to Lae'zel? Because I think she'll benefit from it more than Minthara actually will. Good.
Intestines throb.
Okay.
Whispers.
Eager for battle.
And then... Let's see. Backpack. What all can we call upon here? Protection from energy. Yeah, we do have access to that. Should we have Lae'zel cast that? On maybe Minthara?
Reporting.
Maybe. Yeah, we could do that. Okay.
Enough waiting.
Let's see. Control Lae'zel. Open this. Cast Scroll of Protection from Energy. And put it on... Select variant? Oh, right. Because we actually need to have it out of the damn backpack. Okay. And which one do we want? She's already got some of them. Fire, lightning, and psychic. But I think the psychic is on account of being nearby Orpheus. Maybe cold? Fire and lightning are like the two main ones, so maybe cold. Not that I expect it to last long, but may as well.
Mind never quiet.
Okay. And then, let's see here. We can also get out some more little pet creatures. There we are. Have Lae'zel control this one. Why not? Oh, whoops. And probably want water. Is this the one that can heal? No. Okay, which one works best with us? Shock your foes, disadvantage. Watch these. Shocking them. Earth, seismic strike. Push them back. Leave mud. Rather not. Fire. Burns. Maybe we go with fire because it's liable to be, like, resilient to fire. Which the dragon may have. Okay.
Never a dull moment.
Okay, what else do we have? Another conjure elemental. We'll see if I can do it. I'll get another fire one. Cool. Let's see, while we're doing this, let's have everyone take one of these potions as well. Before I forget.
Eager for battle.
At your command.
There we go. Oh fuck, it broke concentration. Everyone broke fucking concentration. Fuck me. Because you go to sleep, of course.
What now?
Okay. Well, let's make sure we have our shit ready.
In your name.
Great. Well, in that case, maybe I don't want to use this then. Right? Maybe I don't want that. We'll just keep the spell slots open. Okay. I'll still send this to Lae'zel. That way she has something. Okay. Sure. Let's give this one to Minthara. This is probably, like, vastly overkill. Okay.
Do we have a target?
Let's see, what kind of method do I want? The ice methods were okay. You only get one? Could've sworn you got two. Oh no, you do. They're just stacked.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Okay. And then we could also summon Scroll of Bestial Communion, which this is the one that gives us the Deva, I believe. Which is in some ways ironic. But maybe we send that to Minthara?
You need my expert.
That way it's at least vaguely thematic, right? Good.
No time to rest.
Okay.
Watch your back.
Let's have you buff up everything. And at least with these methods, when they die, they explode as well. Which, you know, I figured they won't be long for the world.
Everything is clear.
Okay. Anything else in here? Ooh. I don't think so.
Someone there.
Yeah, I think we're good. No? Flaming sphere, but that only lasts a certain amount of time. Yeah, okay. I think we're good.
All is ash and meat.
Let's do it. Should I'll just do a manual save just in case we do wipe. Have everyone enter stealth just for fun. Are you ready to face the Netherbrain? Yep. Let's do it. It's kind of wild that we can do that. That we can Spider-Man our way up on what looks to be one of the slickest parts. As it's flying. I feel like I'd be quicker to believe it if we like pulled out some daggers or something and like stabbed our way up.
The crown of Carsus, the site of power, the site of domination.
We need to use the Netherstones on the crown. That is our fated path.
Oh, look at you.
I know you. I saw you in my dreams.
I know you. I know everything about you.
You can't say I know you right
Your
after he just
thoughts,
said it. Come on.
Your feelings, your weaknesses. And so do they.
Look there! The crown! Cast the spell again, quickly!
Okay. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Well, let's see about this. Draconic Fury, legendary action. This Great Drake will use its fire breath on the next creature that attacks it. Okay, once per round. So we need to be very careful about that. Okay. And I remember walking around on this meaty head causes tentacle things to appear. We got mind flayers in the back. These perverts up front. Okay. We can also call upon some allies, which maybe wouldn't be the worst idea. Somehow Minthara is still hiding. Somehow that is possible. I don't know how.
I thirst for combat.
Yeah, somehow she is hidden. Is she in combat? Yeah, she's in combat technically. Okay. What level is the Emperor? Do you have a legendary? You don't have a legendary action. Really? That is shocking. Okay. Well. Let's try and get you to fly over here. And bait out the dragon's first attack. I forget. Can we get the dragon to attack some of its own folks here? I want to say it will, but I'm not positive. Okay. Oh, got to save against it. Okay, well, that's unexpected. Let's fly the other one over then. This one does not have a lot of movement. These tentacles are very low level. How about the fire elemental? Elemental warp. Yeah, this may be a good move. Because it's within the realm of possibility that it deals fire damage. Okay, 45%. What's it immune to? It is also immune to fire, which is not great, but probably fine. Just trying to hit them here. Okay. Well, good to know that's how that works.
I will ascend.
Okay, what else can we send in to, like, bait out an attack? The bird. Okay. Which, frankly, the bird doesn't have very amazing positioning here. Cancel your turn, end. Oh, I can't elemental warp? Oh, it counts as a bonus action, I see.
Time to strike.
Okay. How about you? We could fly around to the back here. Try and get these ones pulled off a bit. Let's see. You're kind of slightly to the left side. We can go into this, like, tendon thing. Try this from here. Nope. Okay. Let's enter tactical. Good. Looks like it'll work. We could also use this on, like, everybody else around here. I think we go for these mind flayers in the back. They'll cause us some major issues, I feel. Okay. That one even got a safe throw against it, I think. Oh, look at that. I can kind of fling them down. I have to just carefully position this. Yeah, look. Okay. Is there a better way in which I could get both of them and fling down the other? I don't think so. Am I down for flinging or down for trying to kill? I'm kind of down for flinging. Can I fling you the other direction? Because obviously loot isn't really going to matter here. Is there somewhere I can place it to where it's liable to, like, blow you off the damn side of the world? I don't think so. Okay. Well, we'll just do one of these numbers. There, we can get that tentacle, too. Great. It did get afflicted with the black hole. Have you move right there and hold there.
Swift and lethal.
Okay. Should we try and fly to the back here as well? Or deal with the Dream Guardians? I don't enjoy this fucking dragon. I'll say that much. I don't enjoy the fucking idea of the dragon being here. Okay.
Yes.
I think Asminthara. We should put down Mind Sanctuary. Right here. There we go. And then we'll move over. Call forth an ally, I suppose. We could do Leroican's Firestorm. How far out can we cast that? Pretty damn far. Okay. Sure. Do we want to try and get the Emperor as well in it? I think so. Hitting the dragon may not do much of anything. Can I get 3 of them? It looks like I can. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting a good bunch. But also having out like these other dudes could be useful as well. Could prove to be a liability too. Let's not pretend that's not the case. Eh, fuck it. Oh my god, there's a bunch.
Your nocturnal servants.
Okay. Great. And then, let's see, let's have Lae'zel move over here. Or I guess first and foremost, we could have her shoot at this dude. Okay. Yeah, do we want to try and gun down the Emperor as Lae'zel? I think we do. Imperial Retaliation. When the wielder succeeds a save throw, the foe that caused it needs to make an int save throw or be stunned for 1 turn. Okay, well, that's not ideal. Okay, okay. Sure. Which leads me to think that maybe we should go for ads first and gun them down? Possibly? Like the Dream Guardian ads? That could be the play here. What are they? Human humanoid. Okay. Sure. We could also try an Arrow of Silence. Well, no, the reaction probably would still function there.
I've missed this.
Okay, okay. Let's see. Just as well, I should probably fire off some bullshit. What's my chance to hit the Emperor? Pretty damn high. What's my chance to do one of these? Guaranteed. Am I down to... How do I want to handle this? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I think do I want to risk blasting the Emperor? Or do I want to go for, like, the Dream Guardians? I can definitely kill one of the Dream Guardians. I might be able to kill the Emperor. I might be able to do it in one shot. I think we go for it. I think we go for the fucking Emperor. We go big. Okay. Good. And then I'm going to fire away here. I'm going to use all my blasts to try and kill him. And if I see one that misses, I'm going to crit. Okay, that one is a crit. I don't understand, but it says crit. Oh, because it's so low, I crit. My hit chance is so fucking... My crit chance is so fucked up that although I need an 18 to hit, I only need a 15 or so to crit, and a crit overrides my need to hit. Okay. Not sure how much I did there. I almost fucking wiped him out. Good. How much damage did I do? Okay. A lot. About 20 to 30. Or 25 to 30. Per. Okay. Let's see here. How do we want to do this? Do they all have the same exact equipment? They all have spears. It looks like they're all going to do the same exact thing to us. The Dream Guardians, at least. Okay, well, I'm going to fire this off. I'm going to do 3 on the Emperor just to be extra safe. Actually, no, fuck it. What's our backup? We have a our backup is Astarion. Okay. Because Astarion hasn't okay, yeah. I'm just going to shoot 1 beam into the Emperor. And then I'm going to unload on some of these Guardians. How about this one here on the right? Perhaps? Or nah, this one here on the left. How many more beams do I have? Yeah, I'm gonna use all the other beams on this Dream Guardian on the far left. Okay. 14 is a crit for me. Alright. Huh. Do I want to Luck of the Far Realms it? I will. Cool. Got the Emperor. Okay, okay. And I can't use like a bonus action or whatever, unfortunately. I should probably split up the party a bit.
Ready
if at all possible. Let's see. Oh my gosh, our little bonus is faded again. Minthar's little boon. It's gone. Okay, well, we'll rebuff them. Looks like we can just freely do it. Thank fuck for that. Okay. And then... how low is this one? Not low enough. We could, oh, spiritual weapon could bait it. Ooh, spiritual weapon would be so good to bait it here. Okay. I think the maul is the one that has a guaranteed hit chance. Try and put it on the other side here. Cool. Okay. And when does the dragon go? Somewhere down here. Okay. All right. And then, Lae'zel, can you dip in a fire elemental? No, you should be able to. You should be able to dip in a fire elemental. You can still fly over there, though. Okay. Try and send you around the back. Is that doable? Nope. Try and send you around this way. Nope, not doable. Unfortunately. Okay, well, I can use this orb here, or attempt to use this orb. How close can I get? Try and get right there. Get the two of them.
Time to strike.
Okay. Alright, and then... Do we have humanoid slaying? What all do we have here? We should probably oil up the weapon. Are there any that I don't have? Okay, the dragon we have a lower than 95% hit chance. So it is worthwhile to get oil of accuracy. Okay. Coat your weapon with it. Good. Now we're up to 90 on you and 95 there. Wonderful. Okay. So, how do we want to handle this? This one is kind of as good as dead. We could try and debuff all of the Dream Guardians with, like, Shadow Arrow, which I think could be a useful, good-ass move. We could try and get to the back and take on the Illithids, though I think we'd be hard-pressed to reach them.
Thirst for combat. Victory awaits.
Let's see, Astarion, can you do a sneak attack right here? Not quite. You know what would be dope is if Astarion could fly here, and you know what? He can. We just need to drink a fucking potion. That way he can get around a bit more. What does it cost to drink this? A bonus action? You know what? That's fine. Alright. There we are. Cool. How about flying over that way? No dice, huh? Not quite good enough. Oh, we can just barely reach there. Okay. Ooh, they charmed him. That is a bit of a problem, thus maybe I'll save his bonus action.
I am fury. I am death.
Or we just blast them as Lae'zel. Yeah, maybe that's the move. We just blast them as fucking Lae'zel. I am worried about the dragon. I am definitely worried about that. Do one of these. I'll crit. Cool. Got in one. Sure. Okay. Let's have Lae'zel move inside of this. Just outside of range, but that's fine. Got blinded applied. Let's try and apply blind to the other Dream Guardian right here. It took, of course. Was there ever any doubt? Okay. And then, do I have humanoid slang? I do. I have a few of them. Which one has more HP? Right here. I'll go for you. Whew! Almost got you. Okay, let's do another humanoid sling. Onto this one. Might kill it. Good. Can the bird make a move here? The bird could maybe kill it. Well, fuck it, let's try. 64% chance of bird killing. Yes! Fuck yes. Okay. That's bird value. Okay, now, is there a way I can get Lae'zel to begin hitting these fuckers in the back? Because that would be so nice if she could do that. But I don't know that she can get it back there. I don't think so.
Your command.
Let's end turn for Minthara so we clear this out. How about you? What all can you do? Nothing that cool, honestly. Nothing that cool at all. I could try and fly you around and bait out an attack. Yeah, maybe that's the coolest thing you could do, actually. Is be our bait. Yeah, let's do it. Not enough movement. Fuck me. Fuck. Okay. Try and dash around the back here. We'll try and do it next time. Unless we have like a bonus action we can pull off? No.
I am fury. I am death.
Okay. Can I hit this one? I can. Or can I? Can I? I'm not sure that she actually can, is the issue here. Because crucially, of note, she will run out of her little bonus unit. Can I Roaring Thunder way over there? Too damn far. Gotcha. Yeah, she'll run out of extra movement and thus not be able to do the attack. Will Seeking Arrow reach? It says it will, but I don't believe it. I do not believe it.
I
We'll just click and see.
Failure.
Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought. Alright. Huh. Well, we could just mop up some of these. How many moves does Astarion have left? Not quite too many. But it might be enough to take out this asshole. Okay, can you fly up next to it? Not enough movement. But we can probably range it. Yeah, 95%. Should be able to get the kill. Well, hamstring. Why not? There we go. An action surge well spent, I think. Okay.
Victory awaits.
Sure. How many turns, how many folks have we got left? We could warp back here over to these, maybe? I don't think so, though. Well, maybe we can. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, this is range. We can lob it. Aren't you like, are you resistant to cold? Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll lob it and see what the hell happens. It hit.
Victory awaits.
Still on my feet.
Okay. Still my turn.
Swift and lethal.
See, I'd really rather not bait out the fucking blast here. You know? I'd really rather not do that. I think we just go for like tentacles and stuff. Bursting. Eh. How much damage does Lae'zel do with a plink? 25. Plus 2 plus 5. Okay, she should be able to kill it. Is this thing murder aura'd? No. Okay, we should be able to kill that one. Good. Now the real question is, do I want to pop action surge and wipe up more of them? I don't think so. I think we want to save it for the dragon.
Never a dull moment.
Okay, back here. I can't benefit from the fucking Mind Palace? Really? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Alright. We'll hold there. See what they do. They may bait it. They... Yeah. Look, they're going fucking wild. They're going wild as hell. Okay. Fucking Astarion's like Halloween horrors. Try to concussive smash it. As our little floating dude. Bring it around town. Oh, nice. It baited it. Amazing. Okay. We'll do Psionic Dominance. It actually worked. I guess it's only level 8. Fair enough. Okay. Forgot it could do that. Okay. Let's see. If you could bait it, that would be so fucking dope. Can you do that? It looks like you can. Nope. Gotta fucking save. Okay.
I am death.
Alright, that's fine. We have another chance. We have another chance. Please, if you could bait it, that would be amazing. See, what's the hit chance there? Should I just roll the 30? Fuck it, I'm going for the 30. Shit on it. Okay.
Execute.
Now this dude. Have you warp back here? And where are you at? There you are. Zoom out a bit. And I mean, you know, fuck it. We could also just have Minthara go for it. We could just have her go fucking go for it. Alright. Let's see. We can call upon the Fixers as well. Though I don't think they'll do much good here. Let's see. Maybe the bird can bait it. Can the bird bait it? No, it's going to get opportunityed by the tentacle there, unfortunately. How about you? Maybe you could bait it. It's possible. I feel like this is an appropriate vector. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. You can do it. What the fuck? What the fuck? $25%? Okay, fuck it. We'll try. Shit on it. Okay. Well, they can't all be winners, can they? We could have, like, Lae'zel try and fucking do it. We could try that. That's possible. We could try that.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Time to strike.
There's a chance that she succeeds at Stunning Gaze. Actually, 95%. Maybe that's the fucking play right there.
On your command.
95% chance that she CCs it? Seems fucking good. Am I wrong about that? Truck over here by way of flying. Buff yourself up with that. Okay.
Survival is all that matters.
I'm gonna fly right here. And I'm gonna see if Lae'zel can bait it. I'm gonna see if Lae'zel can fucking actually Stunning Gaze it. Come on. Yes! Oh shit! Okay, well that's actually completely perfect. Let's see. Arrow of Dragon Slaying. Oh, and we've got so many of them. Let's just fucking unload. Let's just fucking unload and see what the hell happens. Actually, before we start unloading, let's get our secondary key player into place. Astarion? Let's make sure he is like directly up its ass. Get in that ass, Astarion. Yes, the aura of murder. Oh my god. Okay.
I am fury.
Good.
I am death.
And if Lae'zel, if this works like how I think it's going to work, I think Lae'zel will be able to pretty much kill it. Okay. Here goes. She's got 6 of these and an action surge and 2 actions on account of this. Can she kill a whole ass dragon just like this? Folks, it may happen. It may actually happen. It is too fucking powerful, though. It's scales or whatever, right? Yeah, greater worm scales, all incoming reduced by 4. That's okay, though. She doesn't even need to fucking worry about that. I think she's going to solo a dragon. Oh my god, she's definitely going to do it. Okay. Oh, holy fuck. Holy fuck. Okay. She is the ultimate woman. She is the ultimate woman. Nothing can stop her. She does. Why is she so... This is the part where Lae'zel has succumbed to propaganda. She thinks that she needs a dragon. She doesn't, because she can basically, like, fucking obliterate them in the blink of an eye. She thinks that she will benefit from having a dragon to ride around on, when, for her, she should just ride on her own bolts shot from her fucking crossbow. Okay. Well, following that incredible success, let's see. Where are the little dudes even at? Should we just plink away here? Or should I call upon allies? I can't call upon allies, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna plink them. Do I want to do action surge? Not really. I feel like that's quite the waste. Okay. Does this thing have loot? No. Wishful thinking. Try and fly up here. Okay. Let's see, Orpheus. Can you do anything about these? Too far. Can we get both of them? We can actually get both of them. Can you fling them in any meaningful way? I don't think so. Oh, the Crown of Karsus actually has HP. I did not notice that. What happens if you destroy it? Maybe we're supposed to? Are we supposed to hurt it? I thought we were supposed to cast the Karsus Compulsion. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We need to get way up there, don't we? What is the best way to get up there, then? I guess we'll dash. Or should I dash or call allies? You know, I'm gonna call allies and then make my way. Damn, you sent 2? Oh, it's Lady Krupp and Lady Lockjaw from before. Amazing. Okay. I'm gonna start doing a straight shot flight up there. Okay.
Shall we dance?
And Astarion. Can the bird manage to do anything meaningful here? No, I think the bird's dead. Unless one of these other assholes comes over and saves it.
My victims await.
Let's see, Minthara. Can you fly up to this thing? Not quite. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but it's okay. We'll do Spirit Guardians. We'll get that active. Why not? Oh wait, we can actually get her up there. Oh, my bad. Great. And thanks to that, Astarion might be able to sneak attack kill. Wow! Missed. I mean, it did have to use shield, but still. Fucking unfortunate.
Let me strike.
Okay. Fly you over here. And we'll do one of these little nebulous units. Cool. Do another one. Good. Got the kill on that one, in fact. You know what? I'm actually going to go down here so we keep Orpheus out of like one-shot range in case they have a knockback, which I think is completely within the realm of possibility. Oh my god, we actually got value out of the damn fire elemental. Aside from it just being another target. Fucking spooky werewolves and shit. They're trying to fucking dominate them though. I'll do backlash and Orpheus can do dominance. There we go. Yep, grappled and killed the bird. Ooh, it attacks!
You need to take control of the Netherbrain. Get to the crown and cast the spell. Now!
I didn't remember that it would attack. Okay. Let's see here. Do I want... Let's get another potion of flying and get on Lae'zel. Why not? Right? We've also got all these, but they count as a full action. Drink that as Lae'zel. Good. And then... There's a Starionet right there. Are you debuffed with something? What is this? Weak grip. Dazed. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. But we need Orpheus to do his little maneuver here.
Time to strike.
Okay, looks like Lae'zel should be able to kill this other Arcanist. I think we go for it? No? We can also fly a bit closer, which we could benefit from. Oh, well, that's not good. Okay. So it's kind of a bust on her hit chance, but we'll go for the Arcanist. Fuck, it's using shield. Okay. Well, fuck it. Let's do Seeking Arrow. Override that bullshit. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Can Astarion manage to bring home the kill here? 65% chance. Not fucking great. It's gotta be said. I mean, we may as well do the coin toss. See if he can get it.
Delicious.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. And then, what else should we do? I guess we could shoot down here at these ones. Try and just like lay down some more damage. We could also do mirror image. That would be useful here. We may as well since we have another action. Yeah, let's do mirror image just for safety's sake. Okay. Do we want to self-heal or anything like that? No, I think we're fine.
I will ascend.
Okay, Lae'zel will end turn. How about you? Let's see. Let's get over here. Give you a smackaroonie. Missed it. Go, Lady Lockjaw. Oh my god. What a fucking force. Okay. Good. And then we'll go up here and use the compulsion on this motherfucker. Okay. Must channel the spell until their next turn.
Yes.
And we may as well do Healing Incense Aura, I think. No reason not to at this point. Good. I guess we could do a basic, like, Cure Wounds as well. Just a level 1. Okay. Try and AoE these two. Nice. Okay. Try and have them split. That way maybe it will try gripping the elemental rather than Lae'zel. Though she might succeed the save throw. Oh, Bardic Inspo. Unfortunately it was on Orpheus. Okay. I guess that's alright. Fairy fire, okay.
Keep the enemy away until the brain is completely subdued.
And then we can do another AoE blast here.
They're dying for me. All of them.
Okay. Let's keep making way for over there. How far can I get with this? Not terribly, but good enough. Can do a Shield of Thralls. I guess we may as well. At this point, right? Fly over here. And over here. I definitely want either myself or Lae'zel plus Astarion, maybe, to be inside, you know? Feel like that's the play. See if we can't kill that. No, no dice. I kind of like them. Oh, they managed to get one. Yep, grappling those dudes. That's fine. Okay. There we are. Just clearing them out. Why not? Okay.
Time to kill.
Wonderful. Think we have literally 0 enemies? No, there's another... No, they're all dead. Yeah, we have all the tentacles dead. Incredible. Okay, so I guess we'll just hold, right? Can I dip on this thing? No. Wishful thinking. We'll spread out ever so slightly. Just in case. There we are. Hold there. Oh no, there's another one up. Looks like they're probably gonna get it. Maybe. Okay, we don't have any other allies. We just have Leroican's Firestorm. It's fine though. Let's see. I guess we could drink a pot. We may as well. There we are. And otherwise, I don't really know what else we should do. Right? I don't know. Do I have some sort of weird buff I could do? I don't think so. I think we just hold, maybe? Restore vitality. That counts as a bonus action. I guess we could pre-game this. Why not? Just in case we need it. There we are.
The brain is weakened. This is our chance.
Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
It's vulnerable, but not defeated. Use the portal. We will bring it down together. Its will is weakening.
Oh.
The brain is almost defeated.
Oh, you're in here already. Bro is fucking committed to the cause, for real. Right, let it never be said. He was not a real one. Okay. Well, I guess we'll fly down because perhaps his most powerful ability is to... Well, no, slowing it maybe is good. Let's see. Chains of Karsus. The Netherbrain is too powerful for even the momentary god's magic. Karsus's compulsion could not dominate it completely. The spell has instead bound the brain's will in place temporarily. To complete the domination, you must strike it down. Psionic Retribution. The Netherbrain permits no interference as a reaction to taking damage. It releases brain quakes. Right. Okay. Sure. Let's go right here. And we'll put down a mine sanctuary in here. Can't target the fucking floor here, unfortunately, because it's fucking destructible. Okay, I'm assuming it's not going to give it to the unbreakable will of the Netherbrain. Good. Okay. Let's try to stun it. Okay, it succeeded the safe throw. I don't know what all that did. Feel like it did fucking nothing. Okay. Let's see, where are you at? Can this thing go inside the portal? No. Can't do it. Fair enough. Okay. I'm not like misclicking or whatever, right? Yeah. Can't do it. Can I fling something over there? Nah, we're good. We'll just move here for when the nautiloid stuff happens. Which I think it's still going to happen, isn't it? Although our timer has changed here on the right. I don't remember.
Cracking its defenses. Now we can destroy its true self.
What now? I'll give it a shot. This is it. Its will is weakening.
Okay. Let's see. How do we want to try and get down there, though? I guess we dash and then... Or can I safely jump in here? No, I get fucked up. Okay. Orpheus affords us protection from psychic. Yeah. Okay. So I definitely want to be next to him when I attack. I'm gonna dash and try and fly down. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to Hexblade Curse. Looks like it took. Oh, it succeeded. Fucked me up a bit. Okay, that's fine though. Let's see, do I have any other course of action here? I'm just fucked up by its powerful power. Okay. Well, these little dudes, I guess, can just hang around. I don't know how vital this is. Damn, okay, you got... Oh, right, yeah, the tentacles are low. I keep forgetting this. But they're like level 3 trash. Okay. Orbs. There are orbs coming. There are orbs in here. Okay. It's calling upon the Nautiloid. And ads will come out of that as well. But that's quite fine. Okay. And we want to have Astarion go in first.
You are, you wretched thing. Time to die.
Okay. Let's see. Aegis of the Absolute. What is that? Immune to all types of damage it took in the previous round until the start of its next turn. Which is just fire. Which is actually fucking amazing. Okay. Can I destroy these orbs of negation or whatever? No. Wishful. Okay. Let's have Lae'zel move in.
Time! We destroy the Netherbrain and end the Grand Design!
War of Murder is active on it. Great. Okay. And what is this? It's an aberration. Good.
I'm ready.
Good to know. Okay, we could do immune to all damage and stuff. We could do that. That way we could really have Lae'zel, like, not get fucked up by the Brainquake. That could be a move. That could be the move to make. Right? To sort of guarantee she gets the kill off. Am I wrong about that? I feel like I'm right about that. Give it a shot. Uh-oh. Oh, it made the ground invulnerable. I see. Okay. Well, that's an unexpected furl to all of this. It doesn't say she's immune to fucking everything, but we'll see. Maybe she needs to be down a little bit. Okay. Is she invulnerable? Says so.
Let's have some courage.
Okay. Can you bite the fucking brain and debuff it a little bit? Could also try to stun it. 15%? No. Let's bite it. Okay. It didn't make it unhappy. They are invulnerable here to the Brainquake. That's kind of fucking amazing. Okay. Do we have Aberration Slaying? We have 2 of them. Okay, let's give it a shot. Holy shit. How many times can it do a Brainquake? Once? Yeah, it's a reaction, I see. Well, then we win. We fucking win. Okay. Cool. What else do we want to do? Are you immune to, like, anything, just fire at present? Sure. I guess we'll do Enfeebling? And we have our action surge saved. Did we get enfeebling off? Did we succeed at that? It succeeded the save throw. Try it again. Cool. It did receive the condition. I'll do a shadow arrow. Great.
There. At last. It is subdued.
Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute!
And thus, I honor my mother's legacy. The grand design, once again, ended by my line.
The brain is on the cusp of its final.
Yes, this is
and
it.
it's taking all of Orpheus's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps. You glimpse the lifelong destiny promised by your father. Enslave, dominate, ruin. In your father's name, you must seize your rightful claim to the brain, not destroy it. If you do not, then he will flay and shred your mind, so it cannot even comprehend the horrors he will plague you with.
This is the moment, my love.
Wow.
The moment in which we make a new world for ourselves.
Defy your father, tell Orpheus to command the brain to die. Claim the absolute in the name of Baal, kill Orpheus. So I'm even going to usurp Lae'zel a bit here by killing him myself. Alright. Well, we came this far. We said that we would do this. Claim the absolute in the name of Baal, kill Orpheus. Oh my god. Is the extra stabbings like unique to Dark Urge? Or does that always happen if you betray Orpheus here?
You are glorious, my love. You have never been more beautiful.
She's such a sicko. There's the thumbnail. There you go. I'm surprised the Netherbrain didn't have a legendary action. Oh, what? We made a little gray matter throne? Okay. The level of detail on it looks almost as if it was meant to be used by another character rather than just for this cinematic. Oh, I thought it would also die too. I thought we would just kill, like everything would just start dying. Like it would turn up and be like, yeah, we're working for you, but then they also die. Oh, we didn't kill our companions in the little brainlets. At least not yet.
In Baal's name.
Oh no! Finally, are we gonna get to kill a child directly? This is like our evil playthrough reward? Wait, what the fuck was that? They exploded? Oh, okay. Oh, is this going to be the, like, Crimson Sun or whatever we heard about? Oh, no.
You shall soon amass an illithid army to bring slaughter across Faerun.
Okay, maybe that's the thumbnail.
It is time to unleash Baal's adoration upon his beloved city. You are half an illithid, half a god. Below, the gawking onlookers line up to die. But there is one who deserves the honor of your first death, the beginning of your end.
My magnificent love. Do you see now what you are capable of? Such terrible beauty. Such beautiful devastation.
Kill with one last kiss. You do not want to see what is to come. Death is my reward for your service. Run from me when we land. We will meet again at the end of days, when I shall come for you. Which one is more fucked up? I didn't anticipate getting agency here. I feel like either 1 or 3 is more fitting. I don't know, I kind of like 3. I feel like letting her live in fear of me is so much more fucked up in knowing, like, her whole situation. Right, her last days alive. Okay, yeah, let's go with 3. It's so fucked up. It's like, 1 is fucked up, but it's kind of romantic in a fucked up way. 2 is boring, right? 3 is so fucked up. Alright, let's do it. Run from me when we land. We will meet again at the end of days, and I shall come for you.
Time for the final act. Your tragedy has become mankind's.
I got the fucking spider's lyre on my back. What the fuck? With the gallows framing, of course. Oh my god! Jesus! Yes, the Illithids too, of course. It just needs to be completely wanted.
Feel each kill as if it were your own. Pleasure is almost too much to bear.
Oh fuck, the way they're hanging there, everybody is just suspended. Holy shit! Oh my god, this is the wildest shit of all since, like, the opening bits. They didn't show the knife coming through the child, though. It was implied.
Think upon the resplendent deaths to come, Father sends a premonition of your red radiant destiny.
I mean, I will be the last to die, right?
You are the end, the last
Here it
creature
is.
living, with all else felled by your hand. Alone amidst their gall at the close of eternity. Then, and only then, Father will be proud.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. There'd be no epilogue. I guess that makes sense. There would be no epilogue for that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that was fun. That was interesting. Right? That was a fun way to send it off. It was gnarly seeing everyone just get stabbed. I feel like it would hit more if it was more characters that I knew, you know? I feel like if it was on like a personal level, maybe that's asking too much for them to track who all was still alive that I knew. Like it would be wild to see like even Lorroican still succumb to death, you know, even oh my god, what's her name? The ASMR. Right? What's her name? I feel like that would be amazing. Yeah, not having an epilogue does kind of suck a little bit, I think. It makes sense that you wouldn't get one. Like, the only way I think you could pull it off is if you go beyond the prime material plane and you do it through that. Or I guess you do it from the perspective of... It wouldn't be the same sort of epilogue where you could roam around, though. Right? But it's seen from the perspective of Withers. I don't know. I don't know how you pull it off. I do, like we had said at the end of the last video, I think it's just tough to write just an evil character that's satisfying. Because think about like all fiction, even when it's from the perspective of an evildoer, there always has to be some sort of like, I can't think of one where there's not some minor point of redemption, or at the very least them realizing that they did wrong and they meet some measure of justice at the end, right? After all that they've done, something happens along those lines, you know? There's like horror movies and stuff where the villain wins and stuff like that. Yeah, there's no shortage of like fiction where at the end of it a villain wins or whatever, right? But there is usually some sort of like takeaway. There's some sort of lesson or something that's imparted either to you, the person who is like partaking in the art, or to the character in world. I think that's why it feels so dissatisfying to play like an evil character, especially one that's like so Dungeons and Dragons evil, you know, this like older sort of video game / just game in general concept of evil where it's like, yeah, I'm evil, I just kill stuff, you know? I feel like that's the least satisfying type of evil because there is no like interesting lesson. There's no I guess there's no like politic behind it, you know? I think I was thinking back to what I was talking about with like Mass Effect and how they get around it, because their evil isn't necessarily evil. I think this is how a lot of games specifically, because this is such a unique problem to games where they afford you to play an evil character. I feel like it's games wherein they pose it to where hang on, I'm gonna move these. But it's I think it's games wherein you're sort of, how do I put this? When you're set up to do just evil for the sake of evil, it's uninteresting, right? We've sort of established this. I think the right way to do it is to have it a few steps removed, right? Wherein you're motivated to do something that could be construed as like, yeah, this is fucked up. This is evil. You're doing something bad. But it's framed through like, you're taking the law into your own hands. Mass Effect sort of renegade route. You're playing as like a fascist or whatever. You're sort of, the ends justify the means. You know, I think evil succeeds more for your protagonist when you frame it in that way, when you frame it less about like a the good versus evil meter sliding one way, getting bad versus evil karma. I think it's so much better when you frame it through like a faction or like an ideology within the game or something, and you align yourself with a faction that has a lot of things about it that are indicative of evil, you know? But it's not just like, yeah, you're just evil. More so, you're furthering the means of an evil faction, right? I think that's how you succeed at making a very good evil story where you play as them, right? You can still have them triumph and have like the evil win at the end of the day, but you can still teach a lesson even with your evil character, your evil protagonist. You can still like have something to say of interest and of value, something that's compelling to like whoever is playing the game, whoever is like reading the book or watching the show or movie or whatever, right? Whoever is like taking in and experiencing the work of art. Even if the protagonist doesn't fully learn something or is punished at the end of it or something like that, you can still deliver that meaning to whoever is witnessing the work, you know? I think that's how you do it. I think that's how a lot of other games that do succeed at this pull it off, you know? We finished recently Fallout New Vegas, which I think is another example of them doing it pretty decently. Wherein you can be evil in that game, but less of it is like taken into account is a lot of it what faction you align yourself with. There is definitely the karmic part of it, but I think the more compelling part is what faction you align yourself with, and then you sort of tilt the scales one way or the other. Right? I think having a degree of removing it from just like, you're just pure evil, right? You're just the incarnate of evil helps a whole lot, you know? When you get beyond just like, you're accumulating dark side points, I feel like it becomes a lot easier to write and to make like a satisfying story that has a sort of arc, at least for the person, like maybe not the character themselves, but at least you come away with some sort of message or whatever. Like, yeah, this is the wrong thing to do. This story is a warning. You know, I don't come away from like BG3 of like, this story is a warning, you know, wherein my character exhibited like these awful traits. And so like very specific traits that were awful, aside from just like, yeah, you're just psychotic, right? You're just down for wanton murder, you know? And thus I feel like when you reach that point, it's difficult to not just play it for laughs, because it feels like the stakes are so far removed, you know, relative to like a more goodly playthrough, a more goodly like story, where it's sort of a triumph against some sort of evil or whatever. I don't know. I do think it's worth examining how difficult it is to just make an evil story, you know, where the protagonist is just straight up evil And they like, this is the crucial difference with games a lot of times that let you be evil, is that because you are the protagonist, they never want to punish you fully at the end, right? There's no like big sense of like you feel guilty or whatever, or like your character's like, yeah, what you did was so fucking wrong. Instead here it was kind of like, yeah, you're just fucked up, you succeeded. This is it, right? There's no like major through line of like, yeah, continually throughout this you exhibited these traits. I can't also help but think of like the new Dune movies, how they, and of course like dating back to the books as well, but I think a lot more people have the Dune films, the Villeneuve movies as like a point of reference, but how Paul is sort of framed and will be framed, certainly, hopefully, in the third one. I think that's another interesting example. And once again, it goes out of its way to sort of like, not literally, but look into the camera and be like, yeah, this is a story that is a warning, you know? It's difficult to do that when that evildoer is the player, right? Because it feels... either it feels bad to do it, or no one has the fucking guts to insult the player character when they go through with being evil. Actually, you know what? And someone even wrote in about this in the very last video, the previous video, I should say. Disco Elysium does do this, right? I mentioned being a fascist or whatever. Disco Elysium, if you play an evil character, a fascist character, it goes out of its way to insult your character, right? It does work in such a way to say, like, this story is a warning. You know, this is a warning. This is sort of not, this is a fucked up way to behave. Why are you like this? This is stupid, you know? I feel like you need some measure of that. Right? It doesn't need to be exactly like that, but I feel like it's in that way that writing an evil run through a game, I feel like that's the way in which you make it work. You know? Stuff like that. Stuff like we had mentioned, having it like an extra step removed, where it's not necessarily like you're looking at like we said, like either a blue bar filling up or a red bar filling up. You're getting evil points or getting good points. I feel like getting away from that and sort of like translating what it means to be evil within this world, within this specific story within this world. You know, like, oh, this is like a story about environmentalism, and you chose to be an evil character. Then you can look down the road of like, okay, this is why. Here's the lesson that we are imparting to you as the player, even though you decide to go down like this evil route, you know? It's definitely it's a weirdly unique issue to games, I feel, because the protagonist is also the player, you know? And I think maybe it's just that we just have to fucking get right. I like the idea that maybe the solution is to just fucking get over it and insult the fucking player and just be like, you're a piece of shit, right? And this is why, right? And even set it up to where like you continually run into like similar faults along the way. You know, I can't help but think of like flawed protagonists and stuff like that. Last time we brought up like Breaking Bad, and how it continually goes to reinforce, like, why has this character continued to break bad, continued to, like, do these reprehensible acts? What is it at their core, their characterization, that leads them down this route, you know? Because the inverse here with the Dark Urge is so much easier, where you're being a redeemed Dark Urge. It's like, yeah, you're going against your nature. It's what can change the nature of a man, right? You are resisting against this greater power, against all odds. It's very difficult to do it. there's some measure of like self-sacrifice. And of course it has parallels with all of the other characters, you know? But similar to the Dark Urge, a lot of the character arcs here feel so shitty and incomplete, right? When you go the evil route, you know? Especially this route, right? Like maybe the only way to fully see through evil companion arcs is to have your character do good, right? Do you still get an epilogue if you do any evil ending? As like any of the other origin characters and stuff like that? No, right? Because they put out that patch that made it to where every evil character, every origin gets its own unique evil ending. Yeah, so like in this case, we're completely left hanging with what few companions we had alive. At best, we got a little bit of closure with Minthara. But otherwise, like, why would, at the very end, why would Astarion be down for this? Why would, especially Lae'zel, why would they not turn on us at the end, perhaps in vain, you know? And maybe that's a better way to frame it from their perspective. I don't know. But I do feel like a lot of the character writing gets thrown away. And like all the fun parallels get thrown away just for the sake of being evil. You know, it's so much less good in like a cohesive story when you're evil, right? Am I off base here? I feel like evil is so much more dissatisfying than being some type of good, right? Whether that's being like as lawful good as humanly possible, or being like some different shade of gray, but still tilted toward good, you know? Yeah. Like, if this were my first playthrough, it would have sucked, right? Because I wouldn't have any basis for any of these, for even the few characters that survived to the end. I wouldn't have any closure for them. It would suck so much shit if I didn't know more about the world or whatever. It would absolutely be a huge stinker. I do think it presents such an interesting challenge to write an evil playthrough. And the idea of trying to write around it does kind of interest me. Like I do find that extremely fascinating that it does present itself as such a challenge, you know? And like I said, I'm continually trying to think of like other mediums that try to write it to where their main protagonist is evil. And they always go about, like I said, framing it in specific ways. Video games are the only ones that I can think of, unless it's like a bad version of it, right? Like it's a shitty movie. It's a shitty TV show or book. But video games are the only really the only time where like the quote unquote evil playthrough doesn't always go out of its way to like punish the player or have something to say about the evil that has been wrought, you know? Even in like a tragedy, it goes out of its way to be like, yeah, it's a tragedy. This is why it's tragic. Your protagonist is like a very flawed individual and they fucked up a lot along the way because they lost some part of their humanity, you know? And I feel like you could have maybe done something here as well. Like they weren't willing to take the risk, or they just didn't have the time to devote to it. I don't know. Relative to like the goodly stuff, you know, the more good endings. Right. It's very fascinating. I'm so curious to play Tyranny one of these days in thinking about this. I haven't ever really thought about an evil playthrough for a game quite like the way in which this game has made me think about it. And I think a lot of that is owed to the fact that the writing for like a good playthrough I think it's so much better. it's leagues beyond evil, right? It reminds me of like we had said, anytime there's a game, we just finished Fallout New Vegas. Anytime a game affords you the opportunity to just kill every NPC, I find it so dissatisfying. We talked about this at the end of the last video. I guess it bears repeating that it just stinks so much because you throw away so much interesting character work and writing, right? Like, player agency is given too much power, right? You don't want to give the player too much fucking power, you know? In this way, maybe I am very fascinated by how you would play through Disco Elysium with like an evil playthrough, with a fascist playthrough, or even like a heartless, like ultra liberal one. You know, I think there's room for that, but definitely it's not as, certainly within that world, not as evil as like fascist. No, well, maybe not. I don't know. Very interesting stuff. And I do wonder if like at a point, if it's too beholden to like Dungeons and Dragons, and maybe that's why, because D&D does kind of operate on this sort of like dichotomy of, you know, the alignment charts that we all know and love. Right? Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but they've in more recent years, they've kind of gone away from it a bit, or at least afforded a lot more nuance. I don't know. Maybe they just faltered here with BG3 and how to, I don't know, how would you say it? The way in which they went about writing the evil playthrough. Because, you know, that's another point of it, is like so few people play through as an evil character, certainly not on your first run, you know? Like, I can't possibly imagine going through the game and having this be my first playthrough of the game. Like, I can't imagine doing this first, right? Like, especially imagining in a lot of the specific moments of like a more good Dark Urge where you resist everything, where you defy Baal. I think that's so much better. I feel like it's absolutely fantastic. And like the character of the Dark Urge feels almost built from the ground up with that in mind. And it almost feels like it feels like we talked about before, it feels almost like an afterthought to be like, well, what if the player decided to not defy Baal, right? That feels more like an afterthought. That feels like, well, I don't know. How do we do that satisfyingly? Right? I feel like it's such a cooler and more compelling struggle if you choose to defy at as many steps as you can. And it makes it so much more interesting when you're beholden to the checks and you fuck up. You're like, God, no, I wish I could take it back. It hits so much better, I think. You know, you lose out on that feeling wherein if you want to try to defy your Dark Urge, but it ends up happening anyway because you fail a skill check, right? Because you have like low wisdom. Was wisdom a lot of the Dark Urge checks and stuff? I think it was. But I find that compelling too, where you try to defy it, but you just can't overcome it, you know? I find that extremely, extremely more compelling than this, where like we're just like a rampant force of nature that's like evil incarnate, murder incarnate. It's fascinating. It's fascinating, to say the least. And I feel like it's so particularly noticeable here because the goodly version of it all just hits so much better. You know, it hit even for the side characters and all of that, right? Like Astarian's arc hits so much fucking better if you get him to not fucking become a vampire ascendant. I think narratively it's so much cooler. I think it's so much better. same goes for Lae'zel. It's such a more wonderful story if she chooses to, if she comes to realize, oh, Vlaakith, all this is bullshit. Orpheus is actually a real one. My entire life philosophy, I'm changing it around, right? Or not even changing it around, but more so it's now correctly aligned because it's no longer filled to the fucking brim with like bullshit propaganda, you know? Because her philosophy remains the same. That's sort of like integral to Lae'zel, is that her approach to everything is the same, because she had like a good, loyal approach to everything. It's just that she was lied to and deceived and was sent down like like this road to back the wrong horse in the race, you know, due to like systemic problems within Githyanki culture. I'm curious how good Minthara can be, because she is pretty fucked up. she is pretty fucked up. Like, I really enjoy the voice actress and her delivery for the character and a lot of the lines and all of that, but she is so incredibly detestable to me, right? She is so sickeningly awful. I do not... the fact that she's so willing to just throw everything away and embrace oblivion and oblivion for everyone else is disgusting. I find it so awful. I fucking hate it. I don't like it at all. What can you do though, I guess? I'm so curious like how much you can eke her out into being more goodly, you know, but at the same time you can only get her if you at least start the game being fucked up, you know? Even the route where you try and get her and what's his name? What's his fucking name? Halsin. Yeah, Halsin the druid dude. Why does it say Satan right there? Hail Satan, hail Baal, hail Lord Baal. What the fuck? You still have to do like reprehensible shit in Act 1, or it just completely ignores it, right? If you go down the route where you get both of them, you're sort of sequence breaking in a way, because they never acknowledge one another and stuff. The game, initially, my understanding is, didn't account for it, and because players just figured it out and they were just like, yeah, what if I just knock her out every time I have the opportunity? They're like, oh shit, yeah, what if you did do that? Right? They kind of write themselves into a corner with stuff like that. But yeah, it is very surprising how shit the evil stuff is, right? Just pure evil, right? It's so much worse than being good, I think, you know, and that's just not because, you know, I want the best for the world, but like I think, like we had said, like the character arcs just do not hit right, you know, both for your main protagonist and for the side characters. I'd be curious how others work, you know, but even then they all kind of get thrown away if you're evil Dark Urge anyway, right? All like evil Dark Urge might be the worst of the worst because it's super, like, your evil ending supersedes everything else, right? Because at the end of the day, who gives a shit what happens with Vampire Ascendant Astarion? Who gives a shit with Lae'zel signing up with Vlaakith, right? That is probably the worst of them all. At least you have some like clawing attempt at closure for those side characters, which is wild because they're like the highlight of the story, right? The character, we've talked about this before, they're like the highlight of the show, right? The character writing for your supporting cast and all of that, if you even want to call them that, because, you know, they're origin characters and all that. But they're absolutely the best part of it. And Yeah, I feel like that's a huge part of it, is like playing evil character, playing evil Dark Urge specifically as well, kind of doubles down on just like taking a look at all of the amazing writing and like parallels between the different characters and stuff, which I found extremely novel and enjoyable, right? Seeing like the ways in which they all sort of like intersected in these curious ways. Not directly in their stories, though some of them did intersect in some ways, but more so like the thematics of their storyline, right? Like we had talked about with, you know, certain characters being like, oh, this is how I lie about my issue. Something as simple as that. A lot of the evil playthrough just kind of throws that away, you know, and it's such a shame. I would be so curious to talk to someone. We don't happen to have anyone here watching this part who played through Baldur's Gate 3, and your first time playing it, you did an evil playthrough. Is there anyone watching this? Especially a evil Dark Urge. Is there anyone watching this whose first time playing this game, you did evil Dark Urge, or even just an evil character, or an evil origin character, or whatever? I would be so curious about that. What did you think about it? Because I feel like it would be so dog shit, right? I would think so much less of the game in that situation. No? Evil Dark Urge in specific. You know? Which they, like I said, it's difficult because they kind of illustrate since, like, what, Act 2? Exactly what's going to happen, right? They make it plain as day what the fuck will happen, you know? That said, you could say the same about the Goodly Way, you know? You just lose out on all the fun nuance and, like, character writing, right? The Goodly stuff, obviously, you're going to win at the end, right? You're going to somehow defeat the Chosen. You're going to defeat the Netherbrain. All that shit makes sense. It's the details in it that matter. The interactions in, like, the epilogue and, like, the final cutscenes and stuff where you see everybody like, oh, and Karlach went on to go to Avernus, or she fucking died tragically on the fucking docks or whatever. You know, that shit's so much better, so much more emotionally compelling, and makes you fucking feel something, right? You know, the best part of being fucking alive and being a human, feeling some fucking shit. I feel like you remove so much of that by being Dark Urge evil, right? And I feel like you could gain so much more by being Dark Urge goodly, you know, especially when you fail at trying to be good. I feel like that's amazing. I feel like it's such an amazing and enticing idea to try to be good, but then there's something inside of you that just is fucked up and it makes you fail at it, and you hurt someone that you really genuinely are trying to care about and care for. You know, I think that's incredible. But damn, you just throw it all the fuck away as evil Dark Urge, right? And to be clear, we opt into it. We opt into it. So some small measure of it is us opting in and being like, well, obviously you signed up for a shitty story. True. But I think there is a way in which you can write, you know, like all the examples we brought up. There is a way in which it's possible to write a protagonist who is shitty, but I think you almost have to design the entire experience from the ground up with that in mind, you know? I feel like you just have to. Because so much of the Goodly route is designed with that in mind from the ground up, you know? Think about it from that perspective. How much of just being the Dark Urge, so much of what's satisfying about it is designed with the Goodly route in mind from the ground up. That's probably part of the core reason why the evil Dark Urge isn't quite up to snuff, you know? And at the end of the day, if you're making a video game, you know for a fact that a shitload of people are going to play the goodly route over just pure fucking wanton craven evil, right? There's so few people that exist in the world who are first playthrough. Yeah, I'm being as evil as possible, right? So why would you go out of your way to put in all this time and effort for something that so few people are going to see? But that said, it's Baldur's Gate 3. You know, it's known for its production value and all of that. I don't know. Maybe the way in which you get around it is make being evil more compelling, more interesting, and more worthwhile to a lot of players. And I think the way that you do it is separated directly from being just evil, you know? Have it lean into like a specific tenet of an ideology. Have it lean into a faction. But have those factions or that ideology or that tenet or whatever be fucked up, you know, be evil, rather than just like, yeah, the tenet that we abide by is murder, you know, which is kind of, you know, how do you get around it in a Baldur's Gate story where like the main evil is Baal, right? How do you get around it? I feel like you kind of write yourself into a corner. What can you do? It's such an interesting mental exercise to think about how the fuck to pull it off, right? I think that's the most interesting thing of it all, is sort of taking a step back and thinking about the writing in the game from a more academic perspective of how the fuck do you pull it off, and how did it end up in this way, you know? Absolutely fascinating to me. Because I do think about it, and like, I do think like what I know of Disco Elysium's more less savory routes, what little I know of them does hit a lot better because it tells a lesson. Stuff like a Mass Effect Renegade run hits a lot better because at some points you are sort of still being like somewhat a force for good. You're still being like the hero. It's just that you're going about it through like fucked up means, you know? It's very fascinating. Anyway, man, we've been talking about this for a while. I thought that following what we talked about at the end of the previous video, I wouldn't have that much to speak about here about it, but here you go. After this, we will, oh man, powered by Microsoft Azure PlayFab. Fuck off. God. But nonetheless, after this, we will be playing. I would love, like we had mentioned during the playthrough, I would love to play Warhammer Rogue Trader next for our CRPG slot. I'm very interested in that. However, they don't yet have all the DLC out, right? And I've seen that the way in which the DLC in that game is set up, it's set up in such a way to where you can't, what I've heard is that once you start up a save, you really can't start up the DLC if the DLC comes out while you're in the save. You know, it works so much better if you just start the save when the DLC's already out. So we're going to instead start up a run of Clair Obscure Expedition 33, which is not a CRPG, but I've heard that it's somewhat short. So hopefully it sees us through to that DLC coming out for Rogue Trader, and then we play it, right? But it's supposed to be very good. But we'll eventually start that up before too long. Do we get an epilogue here? Like a little post-credits scene? I don't think so. I think we're about to go back to main menu. Yeah, we went back to main menu. No little Withers scene at the end. Right? The other thing that we did unique about this playthrough was honor mode. Amazingly, I did not wipe any other time except for the really stupid way in which we wiped against Balthazar. That was it. If we hadn't wiped there, we would have won. We would have completed honor mode. We would have got the Chivo. We would have got the golden dice. which is a small it's a small thing, right? I feel like it's a bigger feat to have done it on camera. But yeah, if not for that, we would have frankly quite easily, all the fights that I was scared of, we ended up absolutely acing them and blowing by them. There's also parts of, mechanically speaking, right? We talked about this just now, but mechanically speaking, there's a shocking amount of evil characters or evil encounters that you go through when you're playing an evil character, where who or what you're fighting doesn't have like the legendary actions set up, right? Even honor mode is set up more in favor of playing a goodly character, because so many times we would just skip over like a boss because we would be sided with them. Or they wouldn't have some sort of interesting like legendary action, you know? Even honor mode is trying to tell us, yeah, you should just be fucking like a good Dark Urge, right? It's not only narratively more satisfying, but it's mechanically more satisfying too. If you want more of a fun challenge, right? Which, you know, you're playing honor mode, I'm sure that's what you're interested in. You want to overcome it. You want to like do some itemization and make like something absurdly powerful, like Lae'zel was there at the end. My God, Lae'zel was absolutely like the goat of the entire playthrough. My character came online about like toward the middle of Act 2 when we started building up our crit rate a bit more. But I think Lae'zel, Arcane Archer, was just absurdly powerful. It was absurdly good. And then just really stupidly powerful with that fucking armor we put on Astarion. Consider this as well. If we had gotten the crossbow perk on Lae'zel, we could have just had her wear that damn armor instead of Astarion. We didn't even need to have Astarion do it. It just worked out in our favor to have both of them benefit from it. But we could have just had her go up point blank with crossbow bolts and fight that way, wearing that Legacy of Baal or whatever, the Ballist armor that gives the Aura of Murder. That is absolutely wild. Do you only get that armor as evil Dark Urge? Or do you get that, can you get that as like a good Dark Urge too if you kill them, or like show up there and be like, yeah, of course I'm on your side, and then buy it from them? Like, just kidding, fucking die, asshole. Right? Yeah. The armor was ridiculous, and we didn't even use the even more overpowered, what do you call it? Possibly bugged out gauntlets, right? Yeah, that's ridiculous. Is that Aura of Murder used in tandem with Lae'zel? Holy shit. It wasn't even a bug. That's just working as intended. It's so wild that a lot of the damage in this game is just made incremental through like, oh, you're rolling a 1d6 or maybe a 2d6 or a 1d8 instead of the 1d6, you know? It's made so, right, the D&D rules are such that like it's so much more incrementalism there. But then you also have the resistance system, which gets fucking wild, right? The resistance system is fucking ridiculous in that, oh, suddenly you just deal half damage, right? Suddenly you deal double damage, you know? This is one of the more powerful builds that I've heard of in the game. Like, it's so hilariously powerful. Is using is it either lightning and cold or lightning and I think it's lightning and cold. I was about to say lightning and fire. Because you can so easily make any enemy in the entire game take double lightning or cold damage if you just like use cast rain, or you throw like a water barrel or a water jug or something onto them. It's so easy to just deal double damage with certain magic effects and all of that. Absolutely wild. Right? I feel like that is way too powerful and is like at the heart of a lot of not bugged out builds, but ones that are just fucking busted, right? The fact that there are things that you can do in the game that just make you do fucking double damage, you know? It's unreal. I'm so curious what balancing will be like in Divinity, since they can be beholden to their own sort of rule set, right? Is this how like resistances and shit work in Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition or whatever? I guess it serves as like a decent way of being like, okay, my party needs some help. I'm just going to like make sure that we know what damage types the party is dealing. I'm the DM. I'm gonna make sure all enemies are vulnerable to them, right? Or the inverse. This is like a party of major nerds who are like super into like stats and stuff, and I'm the DM and I'm not really into that, so I'm just going to like throw around resistances and immunities and make them have to work around that. Maybe that's right. Maybe it's more so a tool for the DM to adapt to a party. And it translates really weirdly here, where there isn't a DM who can just be like on the fly. Yeah, you're doing very good. I see you have a party where your archer is dealing a fuckload of piercing damage. I'm not going to give you the fucking Aura of Murder because you're already annihilating shit. And it's just going to fucking trivialize a bunch of shit, I feel. Right? It was Lae'zel killed the fucking dragon boss in one turn, right? All we had to do was move Astarion close. And like I said, even without Astarion doing that, we could have had her wear the fucking armor instead. And just went with like the crossbow build to where she could fire him off point blank and she moves up close with him. Absolutely wild. And we weren't even doing like a maximum damage ranged archer build either, because we didn't use the damn Titan string bow, right? We went for like more utility via the reeling effect of that crossbow rather than Titan string bow, which I think we saw once in Act 2. Maybe we didn't even see it then. No, I think we saw it at the Harper camp and all of that, right? Yeah. Yeah, once again, let me know if you have only if you played BG3 and your first playthrough was Evil Dark Urge or some sort of evil character. What did you think of the game? I can't imagine that there's very many people who played the game that way and enjoyed it relative to like some version of Goodly. You know, even if you're being like, oh, I'm a bit of a fucked up like criminal or whatever, something like that, or I break the law, or I'm sometimes immoral about certain things, but at the end of the day, you're still good, you know? Also as well, I guess this is worth asking. Is your first experience with Baldur's Gate 3 watching me play this Dark Urge character right now? Because that would be wild too. Like that's such a wild way, in either direction, such a wild way to experience the game, which I think is otherwise really fun and enjoyable. But specifically Evil Dark Urge, I think it throws away, in the name of player agency, a lot of what makes the writing pop off and be good. Right? All right. Well, that ought to do it for this. Definitely let me know. I'm so curious about that. It's so fascinating to me, thinking about on like a more academic level. That's it for Baldur's Gate 3, Dark Urge, Evil Run. Will we play more Baldur's Gate 3 on the channel? I don't know. If we do, it will be a ways out, because we've got a lot of CRPGs I really want to play. Like I said, Rogue Trader, I really want to play that. I picked up on Humble Bundle like a few months ago, this big package that came with like all of the Owlcat shit and then some. I brought up Tyranny. I would love to play Tyranny. I have Tyranny. I think it was free on like Epic Game Store at some point, and I claimed it, and I can totally go through it. I would love to see how they set it up. That's another one. There's just no shortage of this shit, right? We'll probably move on to something else. I can't imagine, though, it will be as popular as BG3, which is such an oddity. I'm so curious if they can get lightning to strike again, right? If how many people who played BG3 will be following along for Divinity. I'm so curious about that. Just on like a player retention level across franchises, you know? Because maybe a lot of those people are very casual and they're just like, oh yeah, I'll just play Baldur's Gate 4, you know? And they don't know that that's going to be made by a different development studio and that the people who made BG3 are making Divinity. What a weird situation. All right. My voice, I'm starting to lose my damn voice. We'll take some time off for a bit for this slot, and then we'll return just as we had done with Fallout New Vegas, and then we eventually spun up Fallout 4. But yeah, it'll be Expedition 33 until we finish that, which it's supposed to be relatively short, certainly compared to BG3. And hopefully by the time we wrap up Expedition 33, it will be A-okay to spin up Rogue Trader. I mean, if not, maybe we just say fuck it and start up Rogue Trader anyway. I don't know, but by then the DLC ought to be so close to coming out. I think it was in September that it was due out, right? I think. Maybe I need to double check that, right? Things are subject to change. I need to double check. All right, until next time. Right, yeah, we're not doing, this isn't just a run of the mill. As per usual that we say at the end of an entire playthrough, thanks for watching. Wild if you decide to only watch our Dark Urge playthrough and none of the TAV stuff. Maybe understandable, I suppose, if you've played through TAV yourself. Pretty popular to do that. I would assume doing a good, some form of goodly TAV playthrough. Thanks so much for watching. As per usual, it's always such an honor that folks would want to spend some measure of their free time with me here, playing these games, making these silly videos. It's such an honor. Even if I have your divided attention on like a second screen experience, or you're like listening while you're doing like household chores or work or whatever along those lines, or I have your full attention. Appreciate it either way. Like I said, it's an honor no matter what way you cut it. Thank you as well to all the folks who have left comments throughout the playthrough, folks who have offered us likes or dislikes. They help as well. Honestly, here's some inside baseball. They don't even, you remember how they used to let you see dislikes on videos? Now they don't even let me see it. They don't even let me see the likes unless I click on the damn video these days. In the back end of YouTube on YouTube Studio, I don't know if you're familiar with this. They changed around the fucking UI. Now I can't even see it. Now I don't even fucking know. It's fucking wild. What are they doing over there? Holy shit. But thank you as well to folks who have shared the video, whether it be like on different social media, subreddits, or Discords, whatever the hell. Of course, thanks to folks who subscribed to the channel, watched along, even if you're just here for like Baldur's Gate, or folks who had gone back and watched some of the older Baldur's Gate playthroughs that we had done on the channel of 1 and 2 and Siege of Dragonspear. Appreciate that. And of course, thanks to anybody who like tipped in some financial form, right? Whether that be through YouTube's channel membership, watching videos with YouTube Premium toggled on because you got the premium sub. Thanks to folks who hit up channel memberships at any tier. Thanks as well to folks who had done super chats, hit me up on Patreon, all that stuff. It helps a whole bunch, of course. Thank you so much. Until next time in Expedition 33, if there is a next time. Otherwise, please take care of each other.